management, consistency and perseverance. The three golden skills that one must possess to lead a productive and content life and also achieve his purpose in life. Now, it's not that I've never possessed the skills, but like a knife, if you don't use it regularly, it gets rusty and blunt. So you have to sharpen it again and use it regularly after that so that it can achieve its purpose. Similarly, my academic life and life in general has turned kind of rusty and blunt now. And it's not just now, to be honest. I have never been consistent in doing something in my normal regular life, that is during the no stress period, where that something is absolutely not the only need of the hour. The longest that I've ever been consistent is during my NEET UG preparation, and especially for the last 2 months, in which the only thing that I thought of in the whole of 24 hours was study, and I didn't even skip one single day. But it was all under a lot of stress and associated with frequent breakdowns, and life felt like hell. But what happened after NEET UG? Hello everyone, I am Arpit, a third year MBBS student, and I secured an all India rank of 3204 in NEET 2022. So yes, those 2 months of hell did pay off more than what I had expected. But after entering into MBBS, I didn't want to study after those 2 years of drop and the depression and the frustration associated with it. So I didn't. I just studied in the last months before my prof exams just to pass it and not to gain any knowledge and become a great doctor. But now I've come to that point in life where I've had the realization that I cannot proceed in this way any further. Because as my friend Spidey over here says, with great power comes great responsibility. So to have the power to operate on a life of someone, I have to get responsible and take in charge of my life. So it's time for a third year academic comeback in MBBS. Introducing TYAG. Well, I know, I have to alter the name a little to make it sound catchy, but bhai Indian ho na, jugaad to kar leta ho. So don't mind. Now, TYAG is going to be a series in which I'll be documenting my life over the course of next 7 months till my third Prof 1 exams, and I will divide these 7 months into weeks, and I will have an overall target for the week, and I'll take you through my daily life, through the ups and downs, through the learnings and unlearnings, trying to complete the targets. The main aim for this series is to complete 7 subjects in these 7 months. I know it sounds a lot, especially for someone who has lost his touch with studying and who has not developed good foundation of medicine till now. But I have to start somewhere, learning each concept properly and gaining knowledge, not for the sake of passing exams this time. And the second aim is to learn time management, consistency and perseverance, and master these skills through trials and errors and through adapting to the new stress and the new challenges coming in the way. Now, perseverance, why? Because I know it's not going to be an easy task academically or creating content wise, and I'm very nervous while I'm saying all this. But I'm also excited to see the other end of the tunnel and to think of what all I could have achieved by then. So I want this series to basically act like a check on me, where I can be honest and transparent and show my progress. And I want you all, if you are like me, then let's take a challenge together and let's grow in life together and make it more than just living. You be my supervisor so that I don't deviate from my path, and let my videos act like a weekly booster dose of motivation for you. So let's enter into a symbiotic relationship where you benefit from me and I benefit from you. I'm open to adaptations, so I appreciate any suggestions to improve this series or to improve my journey. And obviously I would love some appreciations to boost my morale.
So, my TYAG series, that is my academic comeback, is starting from the month of June, and this is the schedule for the next 5 weeks. Seems a little too optimistic, but as they say, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. So it's better to set the targets for the first month a little optimistic. The main two subjects for this month are going to be ophthalmology and ENT, and I will be doing a little bit of general pathology in the side if time permits. So in episode 1, we will start with the first week, that is from 2nd of June till 8th of June. So let's dive right into it. So my week started off with a very new, interesting and exciting feeling of taking part in the annual academic exhibition of my medical college. Now I didn't take part with the goal of winning it, but to just have the experience once and also to have a great kickoff to my academic comeback. Now the topic of my exhibition was corneal ulcer, and to take part in exhibition there are two phases. First the preparation phase and then the presentation phase. Since the academic exhibition was supposed to happen on the 3rd and 4th of June, so even though the week started from 2nd June, my preparation started a little early, that is from the last couple of days of May. So for phase 1, firstly I did the lecture from Marrow and referred the book to completely understand the topic, post which I discussed it with my exhibition partner. So after having an in-depth discussion, we went ahead to prepare the charts. So we had to prepare 2 charts for display. So we took a couple of days to prepare it, and it included the definition, classification, signs and symptoms, and about the various corneal ulcers in one chart. And the second one included the different complications, investigations and various treatments were the same, along with a note on the terminal treatment, that is keratoplasty. For all of you who don't know, it means corneal transplantation from the donor cornea. Now with all the preparations done, it was time for phase 2, that is presentation. Now since I was busy in the actual exhibition, so I had to borrow the clips, so please ignore the quality. So it was our annual academic and art exhibition, and you can see all the beautiful artwork made by our students of our college, and it was a great experience but also a very tiring one, to be honest, because of explaining it to everyone who comes, from the school going children to the great experienced doctors who came as judges, and answering all their questions. It felt like a off-season viva, to be honest. And in the blink of an eye, the 2 days were over. So basically the thing is, today is 5th of June, Thursday, as you can see, and because of all the academic exhibition and stuff, I was quite busy in that and exhausted by the end of the day, so I was not able to study much. Actually, I had not studied anything new in the last 3 days, to be honest, and I have a lot of targets left to be completed. So today is Thursday and we have 4 more days of this week, and we have to get back and buckle up and start studying to complete the course. So I am targeting to complete at least 6 lectures of ophthalmology today. So let's quickly grab my bag and let's head to the library and start studying. Now for all of you who are wondering, how am I at home and also going to the library to study? So to clarify it from the beginning, my medical college is in my hometown and just a kilometer away from home, and also I stay in hostel. So don't get confused in future and surprised if I mention both my home and college together. So after setting up my space, since I had already started with ophtha for the exhibition, I continued studying ophtha, and today I completed the development of eye and started with neuro-ophthalmology. The first topic of neuro-ophthalmology is visual pathway, which says about how the things that happen in front of our eyes, the light rays from that are transformed into visual impulses, which go into the brain, and the image is created which we perceive as what we see. So technically our eyes don't see, our brain does, and if it were to the eye, we would perceive the world as upside down and reverse, because that is how the image is formed on the retina. I know we had learned all of this in the school, but it is still so fascinating, right? So after 2 study sessions in the library, I did a 3rd one in the night at home, but still I was not able to complete 6 lectures yesterday, and to be honest, not even 50% of the 6 lectures. But I think it was too optimistic of me to consider that I would be able to complete 6 lectures.
because I started like 5:30 in the evening, and the first lecture that I watched was of neuro-ophthalmology, which was a 2-hour lecture, and it took me more than 2 hours to complete that lecture because there was a lot of conceptual stuff involved. And to be honest, I did my best yesterday, so I'm proud of myself, and it doesn't really matter that I was not able to complete. But yes, I have to work even more harder to complete the target. But the good news is, yesterday the message came in our group, and we have officially our holidays from 6th of June to 18th of June. That is our Roger Chutti, which is a ODA thing. And we don't get summer vacation, but we get holiday in this time of the year. So I think it will be easier for me to complete the target because there's a huge amount of syllabus left, and today is already Friday, and I have to meet my friends in the evening today, so my evening is booked and not free for studies. So let's get back to studies and quickly complete the target.
I continued studying neuro-ophthalmology and completed the pupillary light reflex. So by doing all these lectures, I started to get a basic idea about ophthalmology, and I was very excited to start ENT because we love starting new subjects, right? So I started ENT with basics of ear, and because I had not done anatomy properly in the first year, it was quite overwhelming to understand so much of new information in one lecture. But I still continue to do the clinical embryology and understand the anatomy of the inner ear. And with around 5 hours of doing lectures in 4 different sessions throughout the day, I finally called it a day at 1 am in the night and went to sleep. I woke up Saturday feeling a little lazy and tired after yesterday, but I knew I had to go out in the evening, so I pushed myself out of the bed and set the targets for the day, which honestly were a little far-fetched considering the time that I had. Nonetheless, I started with revising my ENT note and then went for one lecture of ENT, but after that,
So basically, I fucked up real bad. Now it's 12:50 a.m. 9th June, Monday. Basically, the Sunday is also over, and after watching that one lecture on Saturday morning, I didn't study. I went out with my friends, had fun, watched a movie, came back, slept in the evening, wasted time in the night, woke up Sunday late because I slept 5 a.m. in the morning. Thought that I would make up today, but went to the hostel and was out the whole day. And when I came back, I didn't feel like studying. And now it's 12:50 a.m. So should I give up right now? Should I? Well, I know I had a lot planned, and I know I have not even done 50% of it. But till today, I have showed up each day, and that's something that I am proud of, and that is something that is keeping me awake even today, and I'm not feeling sleepy at all because I can't go to bed without showing up today. So it doesn't matter what happened, let's go have that one study session and let's study something and then go to bed.
so I went ahead and started one more lecture of ENT and did as much as I could.
So with sleepy eyes, I want to end this first video on a sad note because I have just been able to complete 9 out of 15 videos of Optha and 4 out of 13 videos of ENT and none of pathology, which is basically 13 lectures out of 30 lectures, that is 40%, right? And 40% doesn't sound good, right? But it's okay, it's life. I'm not in the preparation phase that I will sacrifice everything to just study. So life happens, but I'm proud of myself that I showed up each day. I'm proud of myself that even today, even if it's 2:30 a.m., I studied for 1 hour before sleeping, and this attitude is something that I want to carry forward, and I think this is something that will lead me to what I have targeted, right? भाई देखो बहुत नींद आ रही है, मुझे पता ही नहीं मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, तो just let's go to bed and let's sleep and let's start the next week tomorrow. So see you again next week. Till then, this is Arpit signing off.